Alright, buddy. Well, I just walked in here for the warm-up, and I had to go over and turn up the radio because I could barely hear the radio, barely hear the actual vocals. Again, we got to be hitting energy in here, and I wish you could have actually heard what it sounded like, but it was just very desolate, very bleak. And the thing is that your voice was being very quiet according to that too, so you weren't even raising your voice. You were like, okay guys. It was very low energetic and pretty dead. I mean, you can even hear how loud the music is now. It's not even loud. Got to definitely start off with energy. Again, your energy drives their energy. That's big. And again, I'm not talking non-authentic. I'm talking like they want to see like Justin has been awake for a couple hours here and let's go. You know, so that's definitely a big thing.
Six rounds down. Go.
Show the whole thing because they don't know that they're not supposed to go down and up. So show each level with 1 or 2 pulses so they actually see that. Else they're going to hold it. See, like you've got some people holding it the entire time. Look at Courtney. Exactly what I was talking about. So
halfway.
Here again. There you go. So again, the good mornings. The good mornings, the expressions of guys, got a really great one for you today, looking forward to crank this out, those type of things. So again, you still do have a lot of dead time in here, you know, as they're actually doing the movements. So
7 rounds down, go.
There's got to be some fillers going on here, but it's got to be authentic as well. You know, it can't just be saying random stuff. But there you go, just like that. Like someone like Courtney, she needs some corrections here. Look at the way she's coming down with her push-up. Watch this. Watch her head. Look at her chin. So she's gonna freaking kill herself. Again, nice guys, just like that. There we go. Good. People are getting ready. People are getting heated up. Getting ready for action, I think. Stuff like that. Toy around with them. It's really silent. It's really silent. Got to get the energy.
8 rounds down.
I'm going to give you one more on it. Good, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of nothing, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's nothing in there, man. You know, it's just like awkward silence. It's like, come on, get the energy going, bro. You should know this by now. Come on. I need you to go back and watch Bill's intro warm-up video. Again, I'm going to tell you, go back and watch Bill's intro warm-up video. Go back and watch that. And again, this one's not a jerk movement. It's a 2-second hold. Watch the video again. This one, again, you want to hold it 2 seconds in the bottom. So it's like once you hit your max, you want to try to get another ½ inch to 1 inch more. So again, it's a very slow movement. All you're doing is basically making them jerk their lower back. This is a controlled movement, not a jerk movement.
Halfway.
So again, dead silence. That's what we got to work on. That's big. So again, when you get your little woohoo thing going, just so you know, it's awkward sounding.
We have 25 funnel sixers. So what this means, guys, we are going to split the room into 3 different zones. Zone number 1 right here with a 3-move obstacle course. Zone number 2 over here with a burpee variation and a pillar variation. And zone number 3.
Well, you can't even just say just 2 moves going back and forth, but you're not moving the area that you're in. Over here, you are moving the area that you're in, back and forth. And of course, you're going to go through that, but just to make it very thorough.
The first zone over here, guys, is going to be playing by a different set of rules. Over here, we're going to be going at that 25-12 format. So 25 seconds on, 12 seconds get into our next movement, going back and forth between the 2, 6 times in a zone. After that, guys, we're going to get a 1-minute break and a transition into that next one.
So you didn't really explain what this was. You just said this one's going to be a different tone here, and you didn't explain what the difference was. You just said this is going to be playing by a different tone. Over here, this one does this. Okay.
Guys, you're going to be cycling through a set number of moves, through a set number of reps, as many times as you can, in the about 4 minutes or so that it takes for that 25-12 format to happen over there in zone number 2. So you're going to completely ignore the overheads until we reach our 1-minute break. That makes sense, guys? Cool. So the first move that we're going to have over here is going to be a bent over row, guys. So we're going to grab 2 dumbbells. We're going to keep our chest spread, our shoulders back, our vision neutral. We have our feet about hip width apart, maybe even more narrow. We're going to drive our hips back, keeping that chest up as far as we can get it pretty much. If we can get that chest parallel to the floor while maintaining that posture, that is great. But however far you can get, it's just based on that hamstring flexibility.
So again, flip it up as flat as you can get. So again, kind of move on.
Bring those hands right towards those hips. Almost trying to get our elbows to pinch behind our backs. And from there, guys, it's all nothing. It's just based on resistance. So you can just work with heavier dumbbells from there. That is going to be
So even again, dumbing it down even more. You said all levels based on resistance. Be like level 2 and level 3. Simply increase that weight. You know, because again, they don't know what they're doing.
I'll have the reps there for you, so you can just look over there for a quick reference point, so you guys don't have to sit there and try to remember it all. Well, guys, that one's for 10 reps, so we go to that first move. All right, guys, so the second move is going to be a high kneel shoulder press. So we're going to grab one of these mats for the knees. We're going to pop our knees down there. We're going to get them about shoulder width apart. And we're going to get in that high kneel position, so our body is flat from our shoulders over to that knee.
There you go.
We're
Good.
those dumbbells out in front while keeping our shoulders spread. We're just going to keep those elbows tight as we press straight up, pushing the head through.
Tuck the chin in, keep the vision neutral. So talk about that too.
Right back down again, nice and slow, controlled on the way down. So quick up, slow and controlled on the way down. And from there, guys, all levels are based on resistance as well. So just working with heavier valves.
Level 2, level 3, increase that weight.
All right, and then the last movement, guys, you might want to work with a heavier dumbbell, because it is a full body movement. Maybe staggered stance clean, guys. So we're going to get our foot in that short stride staggered stance. We got 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. That chest is spread. We're going to go ahead and keep that front heel loaded. Keeping that pressure in that front heel.
So what you did was you actually didn't show them where to go for the movements here. You got to show them where the movements are, because basically you showed them, you know, a bent over row happening in the middle. Number 2 is happening over there, but then you're showing number 3 in the exact same spot. You want to show them actually where they're going. So exercise 1 happens over here, exercise 2 happens over here, exercise 3 happens over here. You got to assign them a space, else there's going to be a lot of crowdedness in that particular area. Or even just say, this is more or less single zone type setup, so you're kind of setting yourself up by a mat, and if that's the case, you actually want to have the mats spread out a little bit differently in the zone, so that there's not dead space in the middle.
All right, so then that will do zone number 1. And guys, you're going to cycle through that as many times as you can until what? Until the time's up, exactly. We are not following that 25-12 movement over
Good.
here.
Nice reiteration on that. Exactly.
After that, guys, we're going to go ahead and head down over here to zone number 2, which is going to start with that burpee variation. So we're working with burpee climbers over here. And zone number 2, to start with, you're going to start with those feet shoulder width, most slightly turned out. You get that chest spread. You're going to get into that deep squat.
So again, right away, we're going to talk about level 1.
You're going to go ahead and walk those feet back narrow. And from here, guys, we're hitting those climbers. So make sure those hands right below that chest. Body's flat from head to foot, chin tucked in is neutral. We're bringing those knees in nice and slow and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 climbers. From there, guys, we'll go ahead and finish our burpee. So bringing those feet back forward nice and wide. Make sure you pick that head up. Make sure you can see that ceiling of that front chest. Back to that standing position. That is 1 burpee climber. From there, guys, that level 2, you can work that in a hop variety. So we're going to go ahead and split the feet with those hands again. Keeping that chest spread. We're going to hop the feet back narrow. And we're hitting those climbers with that reciprocating leg motion. So back and forth 6 times. From there, guys, bringing the feet back forward.
And you just actually demonstrated 10, so they don't know what the hell they're doing. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right back up. So you just demonstrated 8, so they don't know if every leg counts as 1, or they don't know if the completion of 2 leg counts as 1. It's got to be accurate on that. And I guarantee that some people around the room are wondering that. Again, let them know they're not moving. Let them know they're not moving.
And get into that side belly, just like in the warm-ups. Body's flat from head to knee, chin tucked in is neutral. Just hold that there for time for that level 1. Switching that up. Halfway through. Level 2, guys, we can go ahead and work a transfer variation. So we're going to start body flat, head to foot, chin tucked in is neutral. With those hands right below that face.
Level 2 should not be that. Level 2 should actually just be an arm raise or a side rock, which is basically just lifting up the elbow lifting up the other elbow, lifting up the other elbow with no rotation.
You're going to go ahead and grab that dumbbell right out in front, and as we come back to extension, right up top with it. From there, guys, all levels based on the weight of the dumbbell.
Okay, I'll have to look at the sheet, but that's usually how it is it goes from like a pillar to a pillar side rock, which is just lifting up the elbow slightly, lifting up the elbow slightly, so on and so forth, and then it goes into a full rotation, 6 times. After that, guys, we can go ahead and get our 1 minute break. Moving on into zone number 3, which is going to start with a dot drill variation, guys. So today we're so energy seems good here. Your direction seems pretty good here as well. I just definitely want a little bit more bullet point.
And just keep going in that motion, not slipping in your shoelace. You don't trip. But guys, getting as many reps as you can. I gotta fix that. Safety first, safety first. So, making sure that you're not tripping over your own 2 feet, but going in that U motion as many times as you can. From there, guys, we're picking up that tempo to that higher level. Level 2, guys, we can work that in the hop variety. So picking those feet.
And that was good how you handled that. Again, you didn't bust on yourself. You know, you just basically said what it was and went right back into it. So that was actually a really good test to see on camera. So that was well done. That was well done. You kept your confidence up. You just said, yeah, this and that. Just don't trip over your shoe. But you want to do it like this. You know, so that's great.
We're going to go over here with these slam balls. We're going to start from that high knee position. So our body is flat from our shoulders to our knees. We're going to drop those hips down and put your hands.
So again, Andy was your counter here, and he kind of gave you the number of people. I'd say use that more. You know, even though of course you know you can count it out now, that's fine. But you know, use the counter so that as soon as someone's like 17, great. That means that, you know, divide by 3. You know, 6, 12, 18. That means you want 6 in 2 zones and 5 in 1 zone. You know, so that basically makes it so you can just do it really quick. Save you some time there. Okay, let's see how we do in the start. Again, I'm looking for how you scanning, how you moving. You know, I'm looking for zone group. You know, I'm looking for energy to keep the group going. That's what I'm looking for initially. Train wrecks, and then about you know, a minute and a half or so into each zone, I'm looking for you to get onto your.
Zone number 1 and zone number 2. You gotta just pick a spot and stay there. For the most part, just bring the weight.
Now, zone number 1 and zone number 2, you just explained 2 different things. You said this is zone 1, you said that's zone 2. So say, guys, over here in this area, show them what the hell you're talking about. You know, stand up to the cones and be like, on this side of the cones.
Shake it out, shake it out. Good, good, good.
Get it going, man. Get it going. What are you waiting for? Get it going.
Got the big one right there. Alright, guys, let's get this show on the road.
I just gave you one of these things. Let's go, let's go. You're making them wait. You're making them wait. Make them have to catch up to you. Be like, guys, I'm waiting. We're starting it up. Dave, watch behind you, man.
Crank it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
These moves as many times as you can. Zones 2 and 3.
Let's get the music up.
Let's hit them, guys. Let's hit them.
Start the music higher, man. Start the music higher.
Make sure those hands are well below your.
So this sounds like shit right now. It's just it's way too low.
Nice stuff, man. So we're going to
You can still talk over this. If it's higher, it's got to be higher. Music's way too low. I can't even hear it.
Keep that back arch on these.
You just start off with energy.
Keep that back arch. Keep that low back protected. Alright, so let's get those elbows in tight right in front. Nice, nice.
Music. Got to be way up.
Nice, guys. Make sure on these presses our shoulders are directly.
Tyler's going to turn it up.
1 round down, go.
Nice, nice. Elbows in tight.
So that's what I was concentrating on, so I haven't been able to really watch it. But yeah, even like there is good. Maybe that might be a little bit loud, but you know, kind of like a neutral ground in between that. And again, address the group. Where's the rotation? Guys, okay, we're rotating. So again, you didn't even look over during the stop and rotation. You got to guide those guys. You don't even know if they could be in the exact same place and you wouldn't have even known. You got to look over and give them, when you hear the stop, okay guys, we're rotating over here, and then hit your stuff over here. And again, good by name, definitely.
Stop.
Okay. So right there where you just addressed the room, that was good vocalization of the room, but I have not heard much vocalization to the room at all in terms of encouragement. It's more individual stuff. It's more individual stuff. As you're transitioning, associate the room. All right, guys, let's go. Push the energy up. Let's go. Because it's been a lot of room. There you go. There you go. That's better. That's better. That's what I'm looking for. There you go. Her weight might be a little bit much there. Good. And then you just passed her without saying anything. That was an opportunity. There you go. Nice. Way to tug that up. Let's see you go for a higher weight next time. Form looks great. You know, something like that. Because she could probably handle another 5 pounds.
Burpee variation and our rotating pillars. Those guys will be going over here in number 3 with those kneeling
So you can keep the music on a little bit, you know, give a little ambiance.
Whether we go from that step or that hop. And guys, we have 20 seconds or so let's get back. Let's get ready.
And again, you want to be conscious at that radio. I see the radio turning on, or I see it going, and no music. Get the music up there. Make them know it's starting. Get the music up. Get the music up.
You have completed 1 cycle.
See? Exactly, bro.
All right, guys,
Come on. Come on. You got to know that. You know, so that's how you get them going again. You're like, guys, you got about 20 seconds left. Put the music up. Let them know it's go time again. No one knows it's go time without the music. So that's a definite boo-boo there. Otherwise, the transition was pretty good. You let them know where they were going. But again, you can even, to make it better, show them a mimic of the move. You know, move number 1 over here is the row. Move number 2 is the high kneel press. Move number 3 is whatever. You know, and then give like almost like a visual of it. You know, you don't have to even do it on the ground. Move number 1 over here, guys, is the front pillar. Show what a front pillar looks like, kind of in the air. Move number 2 is the burpee variation with the 6 steps, 1 hop. You know what I mean? So give them, basically do your homework so that they're not frustrating the actual movement of the workout. Okay? That's what's got to happen during that neutral zone.
5 seconds.
So 5 seconds left till they start. Crank it up.
You have completed 3 cycles. Go.
Cool.
All right, guys, let's go away ahead and get rid of our foam rollers here. We're going to get back into our hip lifts. So we're going to get on those feet and shoulders, pop our hips way up towards
So energy sounds good here. That's Tom.
Pushing that up, should be down, those legs for hips. On all 3 levels. You guys make sure that those heels are on the ground, not the toe.
Yo, good.
Halfway.
I guys, let's switch that up.
There you go. So even just like stuff like that, that's good. Good. How we doing, guys? How we doing? There you go. Looking good. Looking good, guys. You know, so it can be that, even looking good. There you go. Exactly. Just like that tone or whatever. You know what I mean? So even saying like just like that, just like that. Nice. Exactly. There you go, Bridget. That's it. You know, I don't know the name or whatever, but you know what I'm talking about. Good. Yep. Exactly. That's where they dig those in. Nice, Tony. Very good. Good. Yup. Looking good, guys. There we go. Getting ready for today. Today's a beast. There you go. Just like that, you know. So just kind of talking. No, don't ask any questions. You know, that's definitely one thing. Unless it's kind of like a toying around question. You know, because again, no one will answer you, and then it'll just kind of be like awkward for you. Guys, we're gonna have a killer one today. I know it. And make sure you guys get a crusher. I know that's what you're here for. You know, stuff like that.
Go.
You keep that back leg straight though.
There you go. Good. Exactly. Getting meticulous in there. Very good. Getting ready for battle this morning, guys. Yeah, and again, you don't have to take my lines, but that's kind of like what I would say too. Just kind of break the awkward silence. Like, are you guys as happy to be here as I am? I really don't know if you are, because I'm pretty thrilled to be taking you guys through this workout today. And stuff like that. That's kind of the things that I'd get into. a little bit just so you could get an idea. And again, you'll see what I'm talking about with that. Again, you got to do what you want them to do, because you're doing it really quickly. They're going to move the same pace. It wants to be go to your stick point and then try to get about an inch further. Because look at everyone's doing. Everyone's going and kind of ripping through them. Check out Drew. Quick. You know, that doesn't do anything other than wrench the low back. So that's an important thing to realize there. Good.